So a few people have asked me to comment on the news that's come out that Finland is going to offer people vaccinations against bird flu. So what I'm going to do is just show you what they've been saying in Finland, and then I'll comment on it. So this is from the first articles from Iltalehti, which is like I suppose it's probably Finland's equivalent of Daily Mail, something like that. So it says Finland will start vaccinating against avian influenza. The vaccine will be offered to those aged 18 or over who are at increased risk of contracting avian influenza due to their work or other circumstances. The vaccine aims to protect those at risk of infection with avian influenza from severe disease caused by the virus. According to a press release from the Finnish health authorities, Finland's bought 20,000 doses of this vaccine. So they're going to give each person who wants this vaccine 2 doses of it. So basically 20,000 divided by 2 is 10,000. So they've got enough, they've bought enough to medicate 10,000 people. You know, bearing in mind Finland's population of 5.5 million, it's not a lot. Now the other thing as well that they've said is let me just find this. I found this from Reuters, that they've basically said that this buying these 20,000 doses for 10,000 Finns, it's part of a joint EU procurement programme of up to 40 million doses for 15 nations. So that's quite interesting. Again, like I taught economics, and what amazes me is just how innumerate people are. So 20,000, like for like Joe Normie, sounds like a lot, right? But 20,000 as a percentage of 40 million is not even 1%. It's not even a tenth of 1%. It's actually 0.05 of 1%. So this is a very, 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 very limited rollout, and obviously it's an offer. And I came across this in the local newspaper, Satakunnan Kansa, and they've said that workers who are in contact with, who work in fur farms or like poultry farms, it'll only be offered to those people, but not to people who work in slaughterhouses. So this vaccine offer isn't going to be made available to people that slaughter chickens. It's only going to be made available to people who work with live chickens, you know, or fur animals. I think there's some mink farms in Finland somewhere. So what's my take on this? My own personal take is that it's a bit of a nothing burger, and I think they're using this as one of their, like, let's run it up the flagpole, you know, and then let's just sort of suck it and see what type of reaction we'll get. So another thing to say is, over here in Finland, even during the height of the People's Pantomime, it wasn't like it was in Britain. So, you know, I've heard people saying that they got letters from their GP, they got text messages from their GP, they got phone calls, numerous phone calls from their GP calling them in for, you know. But over here in Finland, it's completely different. There's this, you know, no one in our family got hassled by anybody. So no letters, no phone calls, no texts. It was, even for that one, it was just a complete free choice. There was very little coercion going on here. Apart from in Helsinki, I think they actually had the Nazi passports going you know, for I don't know, 2 or 3 months, something like that. But over here in Pora, you know, I think they tried it for like, well, they tried it and it didn't even last 3 weeks, because just basically lots of people, lots of shops and bars and restaurants, they just didn't bother with it. They didn't check. The police weren't bothered about it. Same also applied actually for just the general lockdown. There was plenty of places that when it was like over here, like hairdressers and stuff, all shops were open throughout anyway. But there was a phase where pubs and restaurants weren't allowed to open, but a lot of them did anyway, and the police didn't bother about it, which was pretty cool. So it will be interesting to see how Finnish people respond to this offer, right? So it's not like, you know, we can't draw an equivalence with Britain or, I don't know, France or Greece or Canada, or because it's not like that here. We don't have like, the police don't like just kick the crap out of people. It doesn't work like that in Finland. It's not. Anyway, so it will be interesting to see how many of these poultry workers actually bother to take up the offer, there's the word, offer, of a vaccine. So what was quite interesting, and this is where I might actually have to go into code here, is to talk about what people said, you know, the readers' comments. So the most extreme comments were under Facebook. Satakunnan Kansa has a Facebook page, and under this article, people were writing stuff like, but the stupid continue to get the, and then somebody else wrote, for what reason, you know, to get this new one, right? There is no disease. There we go again to KILL, suckers, with the SPIKES. And then somebody said, what else did somebody say? I still won't take it. I haven't taken any other ones either, and I won't take it. And then somebody else goes, if we don't have a single infection from bird to human, what do you think we need for? Infections start to grow the more stupid people, you know, have the opposite effect. And then somebody said, share this during the time of the Rona Bologna. Somebody else said, mad cow disease, and then in bold type, forget. Somebody else just wrote, where is the bird flu? And then somebody went like, oh hell yeah, like laughing emoji, dying again, and then something like that. So basically, people they're alive to it here, as they are actually in the UK. You know, let it not be forgotten that in Britain last winter, only 30% of NHS frontline workers took up the offer of going to see Britney Spears and with the Boosters backing band. So yeah, that's all I want to say about this bird flu thing. I think they're trying to, it's like monkeypox and stuff. So they just want to sort of like see what people's reaction is. And I guess, you know, the fact that the EU has bought, you know, 40 million? That's a hell of a lot. It's a money laundering activity, isn't it? You know, there's going to be a lot of your taxes being funneled into the coffers of the pharmaceutical companies, even if most people refuse the offer of, you know, one of these procedures. So that's all I want to say today. So God bless.